The awarded photo was in November 2016. It was just at the beginning when the Iraqi forces first entered the city of Mosul in this operation to retake the city from Islamic State. And it was my first time in Iraq. The Iraqi special forces were leading the operation back then. They were advancing inside the east side of the city, facing strong resistance from the Islamic State militants. One of the tactics that the ISIS militants were using was exploding car bombs or suicide car bombs near the advancing troops. That day specifically, it was a very early morning operation. It started really early. We spent several hours moving really slow and a convoy of dozens of Humvees. I was in one of these Humvees, and for most of the day, actually, we couldn't get out of the armored car because it was just really heavy shooting all over. They were using heavy weapons and bombs, mortars, flying and exploding everywhere. So most of the time I actually spent inside the car, which as a photographer is really frustrating because you're very limited in what you can do. And that was already several hours into the operation when they kind of stopped a little in this particular position where they would build a new front line for the following days. And me and the videographer, we decided to step out of the car. It felt safe enough that we could try to get some images from outside of the car. There were a lot of soldiers already out of the Humvees. And I did some images, and all of a sudden we heard this major explosion. It was just maybe 100 meters away, maybe 3 or 4 cars in front of us. There was an Abrams tank, which is a very large tank, and the car bomb just exploded next to the tank and disabled the tank, injured a lot of soldiers. And it was, I could only react to what I saw. I had only time to raise the camera and take, some shots from where I was. It was a major explosion. Right after the explosion, debris and the buildings that were near the car bomb were all destroyed. So, parts of the buildings start landing near us. Actually injured another photographer that was with me, and it was a reaction to what I saw. So I took the shot and also run for cover. I think it depends on the way you work, but I kind of try to be in the safe spot first, and then look for my photos, which is not always easy in locations and places like this. But yeah, in that specific case, it was more of a reaction, and lucky that I was somewhere I could do the photo and still get out of there safely.